Okay, so Om, Namaste, welcome everyone to Satsang today. I think we need some volume. No? Okay, and very great, very great. Welcome also those who are looking in from uh, different parts of the world today. Also, we've been broadcasting for some time so that people, all the friends in different places all over the world, can join into Satsangs as they happen here in Monte Sahaja, like that. Very good. Mm. Your hand is up. Okay, but you better come and please come here. Mm. Very good. This cushion is not too rolly, rolly, rolly. We don't have a flatter one. We don't want anyone falling off.
Namaskar Mujiji.
Namaskar.
I will explain what's happening after the retreat. During the retreat, just at the end of the retreat, during the last meditation,
That's a satsang cry and big welcome. Big welcome. Yes, yes, yes. It happens like that. Yes. Another Gopal. Okay, carry on, please.
yes, at the last meditation, guided meditation, it has been recognized that there was just awareness and sensation and no I. So it has been really a shock and a revolution at this time, and a huge opening and clean and simple and easy. And since we are out of the retreat, my mind is biting me so heavily. It's just anguish and panic and fear and headache and sleep cannot come. The experience is too strong. Well,
You complaining about this?
yes, I complain because I cannot function.
Ah.
I don't sleep, or maybe 1 hour by night, or like that. Mind is generated. It is generating wave of heat, and there is a buzz in continuous in my mind. I don't know what's happening to my brain.
Okay.
I freak out in a way.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah.
I don't
This is
find
not
peace in
so
it.
uncommon. Now, first of all,
Yes.
and I don't know if everybody can understand this, the one who is speaking now and saying, "Oh, the mind is causing so much havoc, it's doing this and all of these things," and so you see, we fully identify with this person
Yeah.
still.
Mm,
You see,
yeah.
in that moment when it was clear for you,
Yeah.
what is the personal intrusion was not there.
No.
Okay?
No.
So it was blasted away somehow
Yeah.
without any effort.
Yeah.
But it seems to come back with a vengeance now. You're not going to get rid of me
Exactly.
that easily. Wait. And and so somehow the mind, not mind only by itself. There's no such thing as mind by itself. Mind has to be a connection with a sense of yourself. You see, where what is suffering all of this is the idea you have of who you are, not the real as yet. In that moment when all was seen clearly, there was no mind there because there was nothing to intimidate that purity. Nothing. It has no enemies, it has no friends, it has no relatives. It is the pure, unassociated truth, like that. But mind was not dead in that way. I'm talking here about the psychological mind. We're not talking about the mind that is needed for practical functions in life. We're talking about the mind, that aspect of mind wherein identity is stored. The idea I have of who I am. This is somehow a link with that mind, create that very powerful duality, you see. And this is how we have been living, because when you say I is indicative of pure consciousness only, just pure consciousness. But pure consciousness announcing itself, it needs the body. And in each body, it announces itself as the presence or the intuition, the sense I am. Everybody knows the feeling I am. It's not a religious term. It simply indicates I exist. I am here. But this I am is not male or female in itself. It has no religion. It's very pure. It is not the person, you see.
Yes.
But
Yes.
in functioning in the body, identification with the body arises, and the belief comes, I am the body. And all beings are bitten by this belief, I am the body. It's meant to be so for a while. That is the password for entering into this game called life. I enter. I am this person, I am this farm, like this. Let's clarify this first. Thereafter, the feeling, the consciousness seem to get converted into or transformed into the belief I am the body. It is still consciousness, but now it is severely limited in the belief I am the body and this particular body. So then other bodies become others, and this particular body become I, is I. So the I gets transferred now and is functioning in a very limited aspect as I am the body. Once this modification takes place in consciousness and it believes I am the body, then other conditioning, other concepts can pour in into that root belief, and thereby a person comes into construction. The sense I am this and I like this, I don't like that, and so on. Now, it's not really a mistake. It's a mistake, not a mistake. Because somehow it's meant to be like that. For a while, consciousness will wear the form and the belief I am a person, I am this type of person, I'm a Muslim, I'm Christian, I'm a politician, I'm atheist. All these things are concepts. And it will live through the concepts it believes in, because whatever it believes in, it believes into existence for it, and it becomes that's the experience of yourself, like that. You see? So there is how it comes that the consciousness for a while is living in this farm. I'm this woman and I don't like men, I don't like this, I don't like that, and all of this stuff comes. And when it is sufficiently suffered from its own projections or delusions, or in some other way, because not all beings come home in the same call, the same way, something triggers some urge to go deeper than the surface conditioning. And there we say the birth of spirituality, you may call the search for what is true, what is real. And this is where now you're speaking, something brought you here. And you attended the retreat. During the course of satsang or guided meditation, it became pure and clear for you that you are not merely your body. Okay, that was not a creative thinking, it was a discovery.
This recognition happened in the past many times, I would say.
Yes.
But this time there is no I.
There was no I, me. There was no separation,
really,
no person.
Florence was not there.
Yes.
Wow, it was a revolution, really.
Yes, yes. It was completely natural revolution. Natural revolution, not evolution.
No, revolution.
Revolution.
Yeah.
See, meaning that not an evolutionary outcome, just somehow a recognition took place, and it was full.
Yes.
You see, it was full. Now you say after the retreat, mind has come back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't function.
Yes, this is also normal for many people.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's so intense.
Yes, yeah. Now you must find out, okay, intense as it is, please,
Yes.
you must find out who suffers it. This is not an easy question because maybe the urge to ask this question may be very weak for you. Maybe if you're so wrapped up in your pain and your suffering, the motivation or the urge to question yourself may not yet arise, you see. But now I am trying to induce this urge in you to say, now find out, I am asking, who exactly is suffering this? You say the fact is there is some suffering, so some pain is inside. Now we're going to look at it now. I'm not questioning the pain. I'm not questioning the sense of the experiencing of this. I'm just wanting you to identify clearly
Yes.
that one or entity that suffers the pain or the mind, you can say, the mind's attacks or something. See if you can, this you have to do. Is it the body saying, I can't take anymore, it's too much, or my mind is killing? Is it the body that is complaining? Is it the pure being, the pure reality of being? Is that complaining?
No.
No. Is it something like a, a mixture of the sense of being and conditioning or something complaining? You have to look. I'm helping you too much.
Yes, yeah. No, no, please.
Yeah.
I'm asking for your help.
But some you have to see for yourself. Look for yourself and look.
Now I see my mind say looking, but this is just a looking for.
Even now the mind jumps in and says, I'll do the looking for you.
Yes.
The same one is causing the trouble.
Yeah, I feel so
It's
disturbed
saying,
actually.
look, I'll help you to get out
Yes.
of this trouble. You see, and there's awareness of it. This is a very subtle thing, and many people will not get it initially. And why am I striving like this, pushing like this? Because if you catch hold of this, it's worth 100 points. What that means? It means it's going to save you a long, long journey of going up and down, roundabout,
Okay.
and so on, just to go directly in it. You see, here there's even awareness of the mind. My mind is going now. Immediately you say, my mind is now taking the job
Yes.
to look at who
Yes.
is suffering. So subtle is the egoic mind that sometimes very, very, very subtly it slips behind the eyeballs of the seer itself and says, look, there's no ego. He goes behind the eyeballs itself and say, look, nothing exists. But if you are smart, you will, something is here. Something is even behind the eyes. Because why? You are capable also of seeing. You may not have heard of something like this before, and yet it is a function that is natural for you. We only got to be conscious of what is already here. This is the beauty of this inquiry. Not asking you to visualize, to imagine, or to create. Simply to begin to observe with alertness. You see. Even seeing itself is perceived by you. So now you said yourself, no? The mind is taking up the job to try and look and see where is the entity.
And awareness is here.
Yes.
Is me
Yes.
awareness.
In that awareness, the mind's attempt to look to try and find who is suffering is also seen, isn't it?
Yes.
Or not?
Yes. The mind tries to look.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I perceive it.
Yes. So does it matter now? Slow down and really slow down and look and see. You've been wondering, in your house, a few people are living in your house, and then suddenly things start to go missing. First handbag, umbrella goes missing, someone's passport goes missing, and suspicion comes. Somebody's doing, I know it's not me, someone is doing this thing. And suspicion is spread around everybody, and the house is uncomfortable. Somebody knows it's not me, and somebody knows it is me. but nobody knows who. And then you say, okay, to solve this misery, I put a camera in the room.
I don't get it.
Listen, I put a camera in the room, and then I watch. At the end of the day, put it on and watch. And somebody goes inside the room, and you see someone looking like this, and they're going inside looking, and they hear a sound, they stop, and then they go back looking. And when you see this, no, what is your what is your response? You feel something feels, it's you, and at the same time, at least it's not them. Something feels shocked but relieved. Now you found the one who is doing it. Then what are you going to do? Have lunch tomorrow with them? So same thing like this. You look now and you see, oh, the mind is looking. It's not really looking. Listen, it's not really looking. It only looks like it's looking. Okay? And your awareness is greater. In the awareness, you are like the private camera. You see him now. When you see that this one is itself the cause of the trouble, are you going to continue being
Yes,
troubled?
yes, he is the cause of the trouble.
Yes, yes. And who is the sufferer of the trouble?
This one
Which one?
who moves around.
Same as you?
No.
Any more trouble? Where trouble is coming not only from maybe irritations or some movement itself is not the trouble. The trouble is that
The,
I am failing and something, I don't understand something and I need to control something and I can't control it. All these
yeah,
are, yeah,
I don't want it. It is what's so heavy.
yes. Look, please listen.
Yes.
I don't want it. I don't want it. It's too much. Okay?
Yeah.
Who is saying I don't want it? Just please bear with me. Because sometimes big resistance come because you are at the very heart of discovering something. And there is a force that is blocking your discovery also. Doesn't want you to discover this thing. Because if you discover this thing, the game is up. And he wants you in the game. So sometimes resistance come like I'm going to lose something. Because the only way we could be so caught in a game is if you have an investment and you feel, yes, I'm onto something, my life is good, my life is going somewhere, and so I go to Mr. Mind and ask for a loan. You go to the mafia to ask for protection. Please, I want some protection from you. And he says, oh, very good, you come right place.
I've been asking today, why do you insist to be an I? And he said, to be
Don't worry.
safe.
No, 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 no. You one, two step too much.
Okay.
Don't worry. Why do I insist to become an I? Don't trouble that. Just be what you are. Who gets it? Yes. Don't try to worry. Why do I bother to become an I? Is already affirming something is not true. Also, just be what you are. Because you're assuming a responsibility that you're not sure about. It's already a sort of projection. Hmm? Are you following?
Yes, in a way, yes, I am.
Mm.
It seems backward, but I am.
Mm. It has to be clear for you because this is your sharpest sword. You have some artillery, but this is your most powerful one. This is your sharpest sword.
Yes, I am.
Mm,
Yeah, I feel here. I am.
yes, yes. The seeing of such profundity pulls you out of the water altogether. You're wondering why all my life I'm wet. Well, because you live in the ocean. All my life I'm wet. I try to dry everything, I'm still wet. And I tell you, well, you're living in the ocean. What is okay? Then you realize, but this is not true. This is just a dream of mine also. Still, it's in the body. Still, some agitation comes. But you know that it's to do with the garment that you wear. I don't know. Maybe we've gone into this too quickly. I don't know because it's very subtle things I'm talking. I don't know if your capacity is there to really follow what I'm speaking.
I follow.
Hmm.
It's like the experiences or was unbearable.
Yes.
So it presence was not.
In itself is not unbearable. The thought it is unbearable
I,
was bought by you also. What I can say. The sensation is just a sensation. But the voice inside says, this is too much for me, and that is believed. And then it becomes too much for you.
yes,
Yes, yes,
because also no sleep was coming
yes,
night after night, and
yes. I told
it became
you
unbearable. Yeah,
it's not unbearable. I met
but
one man, I told some of you about him. He was working with me. He did not sleep for 4 years.
uh,
No, don't worry. He did not sleep for 4 years. I said, but he didn't sleep 4 hours. Is it possible? No. He says sometimes maybe for 10 minutes my eyes are closed and somehow there's some, but then I did not sleep for 4 years and many things was behind that. Then he introduced me to one of his best friends who didn't sleep for 11 years. In my town is full of people like this. Okay? You may say, but that is impossible. And maybe some doctors and people say it's impossible. You would die if you don't sleep. But I've met those ones. Maybe they're living dead. I don't know. But they look quite fresh. He didn't have big bags under his eyes or nothing like that. They were just saying, yes, I didn't happen to me actually like that. Point I'm making about this, we also participate in making ourselves feel weak. What I'm trying to do, first of all, I took the liberty to try and push you into your absolute being. And it is not easy. If we are so accustomed to ourselves, to thinking of yourself as only your body, mind, and conditioning, this will just seem too far a leap to be making. I mean, what are you saying? I mean, I'm not any of this. I don't want to say this too loudly because you may take it in the wrong way. But I feel you can do it like this.
and I know I'm not the body.
Mm.
I
Mm.
and awareness is remaining.
Do you know that you're not the seeker? This is
This
very
is the
rare.
confusion.
Thank you. It has to not become a confusion anymore. And this is very rare thing for me to say. Um, can I explain a little bit more? Maybe it will become more easy to follow on from what I was saying before. Mm. Maybe it is a bit presumptuous. I didn't plan this discussion today. It's flowing like this. But ultimately, everyone must come to that understanding of the ultimate truth. It is already in place. And it is already what we are, actually. You see? But our education is not designed to help you to come to that understanding because we are educated on the basis that you are the body, mind, and personality. And that's not the ultimate. So we are unable to really listen, to grasp, and to perceive this universe or this world or your life or yourself because you're functioning from a very limited perspective and mechanism. So this is why so many books are sold for personal improvement. Because as a person, you have to improve. And you cannot come to the end of improving. So those who write books love you because you're always going to keep on buying books to improve upon what is really perfect, but you don't know. To try and change and improve something which is by nature changeful and unstable, and nobody is telling you that. So it is very difficult, it's very easy actually, let me say, to keep on speaking to each other on the basis of personhood because the language is universal. Everybody can understand this one. If I could just speak to you as a person, listen as a person, act as a person, do as a person, live as a person, be a spiritual person, you see, the game goes on. It goes on and on. But it is not true. It is still a dream. Is this a dream? Yeah, it is also a dream. But it's very auspicious part of the dream because this part of the dream you might wake up and you have to be a bit patient because you have to go through this small aperture and to come clear about it. That which is actually is so perfect it doesn't have to do anything at all. You cannot say if it doesn't do anything at all, maybe it's just lazy. This is just so clumsy thing to say. It does nothing, and yet everything happens because of it. Like the sun, it's just there. People say the sun is shining, but the sun is not shining. It just is, and this heat and light pours from it, and because of that, all the beings everywhere are taking their sustenance from that. You can use it in any way you want. Some people have sunbathing in the sun, others dry their clothes, some worship. But the sun doesn't have any of those jobs. It just is. And ourself just is. When it is, it manifests, first manifestation, purest manifestation of itself, because it cannot be seen phenomenally. Yourself cannot be seen like I can see this handkerchief or this photograph. I cannot see the self. I am the self. You cannot look at the self. You are looking from the self, but we don't yet recognize this thing, you see. When it extends itself, or you may say projects from itself, the earliest and purest projection of itself is the sense I am. I am is the way sentient beings are aware of themselves. I am. I am. I exist. I am here. You see. This I am is the one that moves in the world, in the body, gets identified with the body, and there's a movement between the I am and the I am the person or I am the body. That movement between the pure I am, which is not a person's consciousness, and the movement towards the body we call life. When it moves more towards the attention, move towards the body, the sense of the person living life, aspirations, dreams, disappointments, all these things are very virile activity for you. When the attention drifts more towards the beingness, spirituality is present for you. The search for truth. But the whole purpose of spirituality, of any search, is to free the sense I am from its confusion in believing it is a person or if it is just a body. That is the whole of spirituality and religion in a nutshell. Is a shift of identity from person to presence. Person is I am the body, this is me. I'm Jamaican, look at me, who you think you're talking to? All of this is person. Person is that. Presence is the witnessing, observing power functioning in me that sees and watch even this life moving in this body or whatever it is, but does not really identify so strongly with it. It is tasting through the body, but it doesn't identify with the body. When the I am is free of conceptual entanglement, conceptual belief I am the body, and only remains again as I am. That is called success. Then there's a beautiful perfume. This perfume is peace, joy, wisdom, an intuitive knowing that you are eternal, that you're not the body. All of this come. That's the perfume that arises from a flower that no one can see. You are this flower no one can see. Your perfume is the beingness, living the life, meeting many people, enjoying, moving, using your abilities to discern the real from the unreal. Your joy becomes the joy of existing itself, not only of doing something, just the joy of being.
This is what you say, this pure being has been tasted.
Who is the taster of the pure being?
It's true. I speak from memory.
That memory is still fresh. Who is the taster of pure being?
Being. At this time.
Being is the taster of pure being. Okay, it's good.
At this time, yes.
What perceives this? Slow down. We're at the end. What knows this? And verbal answers are not going to be enough. I want to look into your eyes to see when you know it.
Yes, me too.
How you know this thing? With what power would you know such a thing? I have had a taste of being. Everybody says I've tasted ice cream, I tasted Nutella, I've tasted apples. Oh yes, I've tasted so many things. But you say I've tasted beingness itself. With what tongue have you tasted being? I hear you in my heart. I hear you.
Yes, and when it happens by itself. It's like now it hasn't happened.
Is there not something in you that doesn't happen? Is there not something in all of us that doesn't happen? Everybody reports about what happened, and what happened moves along like clouds. They move along. You cannot keep any happening. Memory is not an adequate instrument for holding on to what happens. No one can hold on to what happens. It's momentary. What is it that does not happen? Search yourself. The answer is within you, not outside. Everything outside is also happening, secondary to you. Something first happens in you, and then the world can happen, apparently outside you.
I like to say the experience is really intense and catch my attention. Is it maybe because of this because of this that?
Yes, that is still the activity being reported.
Yes.
What is that which is not an activity?
Often you say try not to be. Okay, I try not to be.
No, I just as a joke.
So, yeah, but it's helpful to recognize what's here. I feel desperate. But see, in the background, something is here.
Something is here that is not desperate. It's true or not?
Yeah, it's true.
Yes, this
This
must
is
find
true.
and be one with that.
Yes. It seems
Because
so
your desperateness will
vague.
pass. At the moment, it seems so vague. Also, is an idea. It can neither be vague nor in focus, even.
Can you cut this head?
Yeah, I'm cutting.
Acha.
But you keep growing new ones.
Acha. I will be more careful.
Huh?
I will be more careful.
That's a
No.
weak assertion.
Yes. Yes.
You cannot believe it is so utterly simple because your efforts deny your pure seeing. As long as the mind is there, the vital force is there, the activity and all efforts will be issuing out of you. You have to try and do because everything you know in the medium of the body mind is what to do. Activity, striving, projecting, all of that. But there will come a time when all this will be seen as dream in the stillness of your own self. It is here now.
It's here now.
You have the sense that you're looking towards it, but your looking towards it is also seen from it.
Because
It's like me
this is in
taking my
pain.
eyes, putting them in your head, and says, you know, I can see that I'm looking towards myself. This is the subtle uh, illusion. Believed in, it becomes delusion. And then you believe it with such force. So then I have to treat you according to where the passion of your identity is until you come around to clearer seeing. I'm very happy for this discussion actually because it enables me to speak of things I ordinarily am not speaking about. I don't get to a certain depth so quickly.
Because I, I can't go further with what is happening.
Yeah,
I can't go further.
yeah. You being what?
This is thinking, and something remains.
Yes, yes. Thinking is highly overrated. You feel that you can go so far now. Yeah, I can work it out, and I can see I can go. But the efforts, even of thought, actually.
Actually, I want to get rid of this sensation. That's all. It's
Why?
because it's too heavy. It's too painful in my
No,
head.
the heaviness is the
It's too
attitude, not the
intense.
actuality. The fact that you identify as a person makes your experiences intolerable. If you perceive them from the position of consciousness, they are just waves of sensation. But you are now experiencing yourself with too much passion. The passion born out of delusion, believing yourself that you are merely a person. And I can't believe I'm having this conversation with you because it's like, I wonder how many people follow what I'm speaking here. Yes, very good. You see, as long as we persist, not by choice, it seems inevitable for a while, that you will only ask questions and receive answers from the standpoint of a person. Yeah, even a person who has done meditation, have read many books and so on, but still, bottom line, there's still something personal about yourself. You see, and I can't say stop being a person because you don't know how. You don't need to stop being a person. You only need to see what you actually are, and not see it. You cannot see it phenomenally. You cannot see it like you're looking one thing, looking at another thing. It is only an understanding that needs to take place, and a shift of position from the being placed as the person, then seeing that you are the presence in whose light the person is seen. And then a sage is what you may call the one who sees even the presence itself. And I'm speaking to you like this because right now, in this moment, it seems easy to say what I'm saying, but difficult to grasp it. You see? Because you have gone as far as you can go, maybe within your present capacity, is to the position of being a person with very high qualities of seeing, but still a person, you see. A person is a notion. It is an idea. It is not a reality. It is a portrait consciousness painted of itself. But I think we have gone as far. Are you ready to give up?
I choose to give up.
Can you give yourself up?
I give it to you.
Okay.
Yes.
So now you're without you. You without you is very nice. I will keep my end of the deal. Can you keep your end of the deal? In this way, I don't know how far the powers of determination will go. Understanding is greater. Because you cannot say, I will never, people, I'll never leave you. Every day, I'll stay with you forever. We make these type of things. Can you fulfill? It's like saying to your husband or your wife, it's your birthday today. I promise I won't snore tonight. You have no power to determine that. You see? So I'll keep my end of the deal. I'll accept you fully, and then on your side, what we can do, it's finished.
How do I give it?
What you want to give me? I always give
I.
I.
Yes.
Yes. If you give I, then what remains?
Me.
As what? What is the difference, I and me?
Me is natural.
Ah, yes. Then give I. This is what Ramana Maharshi, great master, say. The I removes the I, yet remains the I. The paradox of realization. Huh? The I removes I, yet remains I. So if you listen only with literal mind, you say, but this is foolishness. But if you listen somehow with your deeper understanding, your intuitive nature, you will see, yes, 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 this is exactly what I want to do. I want to get rid of me and stay as I. Or if you like, I want to get rid of I and stay as me. Same. Whichever way it feels in your mind. And I know what you mean. Now to do this, when you see I or the me, whichever you take to be the person, is nothing but a cloud. And the most powerful thing you can do is if your mind loses its importance. When you see through it and say, but it's just imagination. It's just imagination. I'm living imagination.
When it is combined into pain,
Yes. This is another thing now. I will
yes,
talk a little bit about that.
the head is like so painful.
Yeah.
It's really believed in.
Yes.
This when it is mild, it's
Find that place which is only awareness and be stationed there. It's not a place of waiting. when the life becomes unbearable, when it bites you so deep to the bone itself, you will go to this place. Sometimes life has to bite before you will be. Something bites so deep, you don't even have to go. You find yourself in that place. And nobody, there's no words there. There's no belief there. There's no practice. There's no seeker there. Then you may find yourself saying, "Thank you, mind, for doing what I could not ask you to do. I could not ask you to do that. But because of this bite, I had no place left to go but my own self."
Something needs to happen.
Whatever needs to happen will happen and will pass. Find that which will not pass. Because whatever happened, you're there to witness the happening, the duration of the happening, and the end of the happening.
Okay.
So it cannot
Yes.
be you, because when it
Yes.
pass, if it is you, you would have also pass, and you don't pass. You watch passing happen.
It's like something say this experience so painful has to go before I can be, but it is a
Yes.
lie.
Okay, now this is great. Had every other thing you will say like that to that and throw it all in the fire.
Sorry?
Put every other thing you will say like that similarly. You have said something very profound. Is you have caught the rat, no? Yeah. It's like something that says, while this is here, I cannot be what I am. And it's a lie. Then don't stop there. Finish cleaning the house. Any other thing you can say or can come from the mind, oh, you're not good enough, you're not ready. And you say, ready to be what? Ready to do what? And then you see it's just a lie. Then when it's a lie, will you keep company with a liar? Then something naturally reject. But we don't. How many times mind has lied? Still you go back. We all do. It has a certain pulling power, a certain flavor that is.
Yeah, mine say I'm bad. I cannot do it. It doesn't. Yeah,
But who is asking the mind to do anything?
to be back, to go back. But this is not necessary. Also.
No, it's not necessary.
No,
Also,
no, it's not necessary.
now you're becoming very attractive. Empty it all out. How many things you believe, and you are living to fulfill the belief which is only a projection. And you're seeing and exploding all these myths. I have to do this, I'm not good enough, and I'm not ready, and this thing stops me from being what I am. And how long will you continue speaking like that? What stops you from being what you are? You are. But it's not the ego. It's not the conditioning. It's not the person. It's not the belief. It's earlier than belief. It's earlier than judgments. It's earlier than your skills. It's earlier than experience. It's earlier than everything. Prior to everything, it is here.
It's lies. Mind say, I cannot be why it's hurting so much. This is same lie.
It says what?
I cannot be
Mm.
while it's hurting so much.
Yes, yes. And
And this is false.
I like very much.
This is false, yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I cannot say it if I'm not there, I'm not here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It says I'm not there yet. So close. So close. Don't bite. It says before you were so far, now you're so close. We are doing very well. Now don't keep going on. Once you've reached this place, finish muff. Don't go keep going on talking about how bad the mind is. Because then he's there as well again. The mind says these other things. It says tomatoes are not red. Haha, he's lying. No, don't go so far. Hit him at the root. This type of mind.
What is the root?
The root. Don't you know?
The
You
man say, I'm fooling
don't keep,
myself.
don't keep. You want to kill this tree. It's a poison
Yes.
tree.
Yeah.
Don't keep cutting one leaf at a time. Okay?
Yes.
You cut the leaf. By the time you finish, more leaves are behind you coming. You see? So I said, forget about the leaves. Go to the root of the tree itself. No? What is the root of mind?
This I thinking.
Yes. Yes. What is the axe that will cut this tree? You will either save this tree or you cut him.
Cut.
Yeah. Cut this tree or cut your relation to this tree, same thing. Hmm? Cut what this tree means for you. That is called to awaken to what is real.
This tree means survival.
For who?
Came
Yes, yes. Me survival for whom? For what?
for the tree itself.
Which is what? It's only a tree of delusions.
Yeah.
I remove I, yet remains I. The sense I am will remain, but it will not be the poison tree.
It's a movement actually. Before the words are put, it's a movement to the sensation. It's a
Watch from,
me,
yeah, who is what?
natural.
It's enough.
Okay.
Very good. To say more is pointless. Just sink inside your own seeing. That takes no effort at all. And wisdom is not to doubt this. Because man will say, yeah, there's still a little bit here. There's still a little bit. No, there's no little bit. Little bits you can cope with. Very good. Very good. Wonderful, wonderful. Thanks to you. Very good. Yes. Mhm. These are from the retreat. Beloved Muji, I was shown a no to freedom. I was shown a no to freedom as it was echoing into emptiness. On two occasions this happened. A voice said, don't just read Ramana, let Ramana boom. Nothing, just the no echo. I don't understand it. You must also give up the second one, you must also give up the ideal or belief you're not free. Boom, nothing. Boom. Boom festival. Oh, another one. Another no echo into space. Who is the no? What is the space? Can you take me there? Yeah. But you went, no? I was shown a no to freedom as it was echoing into emptiness. On two occasions this happened. A voice said, don't just read Ramana, be Ramana. And boom, nothing. Just a no echo, no echo. Okay, I see. Number two, you must also give up the ideal or belief you are not freed. Boom, again, nothing. I see. Another no echoing into space. Now the question, who is the no? What is this space? Can you take me there? Maybe you should have boom, not important. One boom is missing. Huh? Love Hema Devi. Okay, put this one. This must be from the retreat still. Hmm? Anybody? Okay, please come from there. Very good.
Hi, Moji.
Hi.
I'm so happy to see you.
Good, good.
First, just thank you. We met in London, and there are no words, but thank you. But there's still an attachment to Muji. And it was quite beautiful driving here. I got so lost. And I got so upset because I thought I was going to miss you. And I started crying and I got so angry. And I was able to laugh a bit at it and see it. But there's something, I suppose, still creeping around, still attached to you. And I want to give it to you. Well, does that continue the attachment? Or I don't know, I just want to release it and that and everything else.
What does it mean?
Please,
Attached to me is a bad thing in what way? What does it mean?
Well, this mini crisis came that I might not see you today.
I see.
And you know, I was so upset and or something was upset.
When you watch upsetness arising in you, and you see it is just another movement, but you let it happen also. You don't suffocate it. You let it happen. Each thing can have a space to express itself, no? But you don't say, oh, I am as why, and you don't get mixed up in it. So you allow space for it to express, but you don't indulge it too much. You stay only in that awareness itself. When you stay in the awareness, your natural sense of being, that is Muji.
That's perfect.
Yeah. And then you will see that then you don't just take me as just farm. And I won't just take you as farm. I cannot just take you as the farm. You are the self, you see. That is the beauty. That if you're just a farm, farms come and go. And farm is in love with farms. It needs farms and more farms. And then one day it suffers because all the farms are going. And then the farm that feels the farms are going, itself also will go. So find what is farmless before the farm go. The body is in time. The body is a time body. But the timeless is present in it. So while the body is still warm, use time to find the timeless. Because many things you love, but when you fall in love with that which is beyond attachment, which is free, then you fall in love with freedom.
And I can't actually go away.
Now you know.
Oh, it's such a good joke, huh?
Now this is a good laugh. Very good.
Very good.
Yes, yeah. Very good.
Come on, we're not gonna.
GG.
Hey, good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Yeah, it's very good.
So, we met in Rishikesh. I attended your satsangs, and that was my first experience with, a sense of stillness. There's one particular day where I found this, and I shared it with you the following day. And about a week later, the group that I was with, as you know, we were rafting on Ganga, and we had a terrible accident. And I was caught in a whirlpool myself, and I was at the bottom of this whirlpool. And in that moment, for those moments, it was complete stillness around me. Darkness, silence. And I found that it was so hard to be in that stillness, and it's very similar at times for the stillness within. I found that when I was in this whirlpool, I was fighting, even though I knew that when in a whirlpool, the thing to do is to be still and surrender, and the undertow may bring you out. But I couldn't grasp that. I couldn't surrender. And I just fought and fought and fought until that moment where I needed air, but I couldn't surface. And at that moment, I just surrendered because it was the only thing that I could do.
Yes.
Okay. And I surfaced.
Yeah.
And when I surfaced, I saw light, and I saw my surroundings differently than I'd ever seen them. Things were so vivid, and there was just so much gratefulness within me. And this was probably the most profound moment of my life. And I gained so much insight in that moment, just the lesson of impermanence. And I thought that was the only lesson that I would learn that day, because it was a big, big lesson. And when we got to the bank of the river, to the beach, one of the leaders of my group was not there. And he was in the same whirlpool as I was, and he wasn't fortunate. And he lost his life.
Yes.
And it's very hard for me to understand how, not only why he lost his life, but why I was given this second chance. And I'm so grateful for it, but I don't understand.
You don't have to understand. You don't have to understand. Actually, we don't understand anything at all. We don't understand anything at all. Only admit it. We don't have to understand. If you try and understand, your mind will fabricate a reason to satisfy the need, because the need to understand creates such a tension within your own self. And to alleviate this tension, you have to create a reason to then say, okay, so that's why, now I understand, to let it go. But if you somehow just rest in your beingness, I understand what is happening, because people are listening, and we met in Rishikesh. A group of you came to Satsang, no? And we met, and it's funny because in this group we had a talk as we are talking now, and one of the group, he said, Nico, no? And he said, we were talking about love. They were asking about love, a group of young people, and they came. And we talked, and then he says, I have to admit something. I'm totally in love with somebody here. So,
She was the other leader of the group.
Yeah, yes.
Madly in love.
Yes. And then he pointed to her, and so I said, is it true for you also? And she says, yes, we love each other from a long time. We grew up. And he said, my only fear, the only desperate, painful fear, is that one day I would lose her. Really? Says, yes. She said, I don't mind even if, it's not that if she went to another relationship, but if I lost her like she passed away, and that would be too painful. And that, and less than a week later, he lost away. He fell away in the rivers of Ganga. They were went together. So this is where this is coming from. And so, in fact, I didn't know that you also fell in the water. And many people are letting go, losing their life in the Ganga like that, because the currents are very powerful there. But difficult as it seems, well, you're here. That's the important thing. And don't regret where he is. He is where he had to be. He is where he needs to be. And don't feel sorry for that. In our earthly ways, we say, "Oh my God, it's so terrible that." My son also passed away while I'm in India one time at Papaji's feet, and he was 1 month away from his 23rd birthday, and suddenly gone. No sickness, nothing at all. My daughter is here, and somehow you people say, "Oh, he died so young," and no, he died right on time. I sorry, I felt grief and pain inside, but you go when you go. You're here when you're here. We spend a lot of time entertaining the minds, thinking, "Oh, I want to be married in 5 years, and after that, I want to have children." You know nothing at all. You know nothing at all. You don't know how your body is going to, what form it's going to take. You don't know anything at all. Everything is only discovering. Nothing you're making up, except you create things in the mind, and sometimes you're living your mind's projection and don't see the actuality of what the life is with you. Then some, they come to realize that their own conditioning is not a truth, it's just true that that's their conditioning. But a deeper awareness of that which perceives the conditioning opens up a new space for you when you begin to observe with some alertness and see that, wait, these actions, they seem to happen out of some urge, and they happen like that. But the deeper seeing leaves you in a state of peace and grace. He said, but wait, but the seeing itself is untroubled by this. And you begin to somehow a pull, a fascination to be conscious of your own seeing, rather than of the objects that you see. You look at where the seeing, who is seeing all of this, or be at least in the atmosphere of the seeing without identifying with the seen so much. And this is already a change, and it's a very organic change, very speedy, very natural. Speedy meaning that it's quick. You, in the evolutionary aspect of yourself, you will move along very quickly. What may have taken maybe 5 or 10 years to process, maybe in 1 week, it is processed out of you. That's what I mean by speedy. Things move on, and you're falling more deeply into the depth of your own being. Say, life manifests like this. It wants to grow more in real understanding in this body. It wasn't ready to give it to Ganga yet. And now use this beautiful chance to complete your seeing. This would be the best gift you can get. Others take life for granted, you see. But you have had a beautiful, powerful experience, intense experience. And it was like a baptism. You awoke, you rose to the surface, And what you perceive through your senses and mind is a different way of perceiving, a new perspective. You didn't practice for that. Something, the depth of the experience triggered this new seeing in you. Now you have a full advantage now, and you will do it. Hmm? That silence that you felt in the whirlpool, that you felt there, that silence is your own silence. You see, and it is here now. It does not have, it may in that moment, it's much more powerful because it's such a vivid contrast to a state that you were before. But here, this has nothing to rub against. It's simply here. All that you perceive, all that you think and feel arises in the space of this inner silence. And once that is aware of itself, you will not be molested by the projections of your mind, the antics of the mind, and how the world. You will not have any demands upon requirements of how life should be. Will just be an unfolding in the presence that you are. And it will somehow refine your way of experiencing, deepen into that place from where the sage's eyes look out. You see? So you have taken your own darshan already. No. To feel that silence. And all the beings, they need that silence, in fact, to really come to life, to really awaken to the magnificence of life. Not life merely as events, but life as being. We are very attached to and addicted to events, what is changeful, what is fleeting, what is passing. But I am trying to point you to what is not passing, what is silent and the most profound. Hmm? And every moment your heart is open in an attitude of yes to whatever is real, without itemizing what that should be. Every moment that you are in a state of grace, of yesness to what is true, is burning all this noise, the noise of delusion. Very good.
Thank you so much. And just very quickly, I want to also just share with you that, and the rest of all of you, that the night that Nico passed and the night of the accident, you came to Ramana's garden.
Yes.
To Prabhu's place, and that, I don't know if jump started is the word, but it started immediately a mourning process for all of us.
Yes.
That continued throughout the next couple of weeks and still continues, but I just want to share with you that I'll never forget that those moments in that room with you. It was
yes.
Something was touched deep in my heart that just really made everything okay.
Yes.
In a time of craziness.
Yes.
There was some stillness once again for those moments.
Yes.
So thank you.
Very good.
Thank
Very
you.
good. Happy to see you.
Happy to see you. Very, very happy.
Yeah. Wonderful. Very good.
first, I want to deeply appreciate for this space and for the sweet voice that speaks through you and all the legacy of masters that stand here caring for this word of truth. And I want to ask for your help in sorting out a trap and finding a balance. And it's that in these historical times where there is such a challenge and also such an opportunity to create a new human system that can be in harmony with the laws of this earth, that we can acknowledge through our structures the blessing of being alive. I feel that I get involved, that I somehow get also caught up with this happening, and there's times where I lose my silence.
Yes.
And it's a balance for me in connecting this like very subtle, what I feel as this heightened sense of being with the also material sense of being. And it's a challenge for me to find my order in the middle of those things, because I am not in a formless plane now. I am an embodied being, and I do feel that there's a sense for being embodied. And I sometimes struggle in this equilibrium.
What is important is really be very careful what concepts you embrace in life, because whatever we embrace, that will be functioning, that will be sending out its influences, that will be creating the sense of the world that you see, like that. And it will be very difficult to sometimes come out of that, because you really will feel, but this is like this. So what I would say first thing is you realize the truth. You realize the truth. If you imagine that all the beings are drowning in the ocean of samsara, let's put it like that as an idea. All the beings are entering into this ocean of samsara. Samsara means the cycle of life and rebirth and suffering, and all of this is going on and on. But the beings are asleep and they are going into this ocean. And they're going out, and then they're struggling now. They're drowning and they're shouting, help, help, help. And you see them drown, and you run also into this ocean. You're running into the ocean to say, I come to help you, but you can't swim. Let's say you can't swim. You have compassion for the people, but you can't fully swim. You're just learning. Then they see you and they, help, it's coming, and they hold on to your head. And they put, because that's what they do. They hold on to your head and they push you down because they want to get out. But you are not strong enough to swim, because you have to be strong enough to swim, and then also strong enough to swim carrying someone else. Can you do it? So it's very important that you fully imbibe and become. There's a saying, you must become the change you wish to see in the world. You want the world to change, you become that change first. And then your whole being, your aura itself, will somehow touch and inspire other beings. Because we don't have to physically help. I don't have to take food and put it in your mouth. I don't have to do that. I have to somehow that make you want to eat. Why you want to eat? Because you see me and you feel life and you want to live. And if you want to live, you don't have nobody to teach you to put food in the mouth. You will do it so much. Oh, I want to live. And not only I want to live, I want others to also live, give them. Then you come put in, I said, no, no, just give the hand, I will put myself, I will do it. So this is what is either our idea of the world that needs helping is coming from our own projections, our own temperaments or something. And if you're doing it only in human strength, you will not do it. You really will not do it. You have to first, you see, everybody is going downstream, but you have to be like a salmon. You have to be going upstream. You have to go back to your source. You have to be the source inside, be one with that, and then look again with the eyes from the source, and then you will see, okay, if you need to move in this way or that way, you will see. Because there are many versions of helping the world. There are many people trying to help the world, trying to save the world in this way and that way, like that. And either, well, in a way they all fail. If they think it's they who are doing it, of course the actions of the universe has its own movement. And it creates movements against itself also in the dynamic play of duality. You see. But a true one, the light that shines from a true one, you may find you never have to lift anybody out of the ground. You just show up. You understand? Just your presence, you see, even. And whatever words will arise out of your mouth, whatever actions will arise out of your body, you will not have the feeling, I am even doing them, in fact. And this is so true in you as you become more and more aware of your true nature, you will see. And you will see the mistakes others are making also, because they're coming from the mind, they're coming from projections, they're coming from books, they're coming from something, they're coming from film, they're coming from gossip. But you're not coming from anywhere, you just are somehow there. Because it's not about doing. The doing is what should I do, what can I do. This is the mantra of the mind itself. What will save the world is to recognize, if you want to say words like that, is for it to recognize its own being. I said once, don't say and don't remind the world it is ugly, it's hurting. Remind the world it is beautiful and free. They say, but I don't see no beauty and freedom. Everything is terrible around here. No, when you, something inside you, come home first into this. Don't say, I am an embodied being. I know. Say, you don't know. I don't know nothing at all. I know bodied or embodied. I don't know. Then there's an innocence in you. And the Supreme always embraces innocence. If you think you know, I know, it leaves you to go on with what you know. Go and show me what you know. And you will fail in what you think you know. But when you offer up yourself and says, really, I really don't know anything at all. I don't even know I don't know what I'm doing here, actually. I don't know where I come from. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know anything at all. I really don't. I've just been bluffing. If there is something to do, please enlighten me what to do. If there's something I can give, whatever I is to give, what else I can give? I don't know. I simply offer up. I show up myself. I'm here. You see, I have the sense I cannot do anything. This is such light and wisdom to start to sprout out of this soil. And it's very different. There's a saying, I am not seeing the world as it is. I am seeing the world as I am. I am not seeing the world as it really is. I'm seeing the world as I am. As I perceive, as how I feel inside myself, I'm looking. Again, we have the sense that we are a person. So you imbibe this idea and you go out into life. You don't know You don't consciously, you're not consciously aware of it, but you're already moving forward with this label in yourself, I am a person. So what the world sees is a person, and what the world treats is a person. Hey John, how you doing? Yeah, I'm doing fine. Give me 5. Okay, here we go. Okay. But you don't know anything at all. I don't know if I'm a person or not a person. I don't know what I am. You don't go saying that, but you just contemplate this. Or you find someone in whose presence you have a natural feeling of respect and pay attention a little bit to what they say and introvert your attention to where they point, because they will always point you to something inside, not something outside. Outside, transient. Everything is floating by. Inside, what is real, what is stable. Start there and don't delay. I said before, to change the world is not your business. To change the world is not your business. To change yourself is not your duty. To awaken to the truth of who you are is your opportunity. Some people came in this planet and they simply forgot themselves, forgot it. Said, don't turn away from the cultured self. They said, no, 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 I must go and find that which is not the uncultured self, but the pure self. So they forgot themselves for that. And thousands of years later, nobody can forget them. Why? They didn't remember, look at me, I'm Buddha. Look, I'm the Christ. Who you think you're talking to? No, no, they forgot everything. I don't know. I've come to save you. They point something is inside you perfect. Find it. I will help you. There is sometimes a compassion within people. In others, some people, it is very bright. Like I sense in you a love for life, or feeling that, yes, we can see things which are painful. You see beings in sorrow, and you want to alleviate this thing. But something you must do first. Help in the meantime, but plunge inside and find. We've shown you the answer is not outside. First go inside. When you fully merge your mind in the unity of your being, then we see what is outside, what is inside, what is world, what is not world, what is good, not good. If you want, you will see. Your eyes will confirm for you. Yeah. I like you very much. Very sincere feeling from you. But you follow that advice. Go to satsang, come to satsang, put your attention in that, deepen in that understanding, in that discovery, and leave all intentions aside for a moment. So nothing obstructs. Go fully inside, and then not as a recluse, but to go inside, find that diamond of that pearl of non-dual wisdom. Yeah, very good, very good, very good. Very happy to see you. You give to me? Okay, I give. It looks like ice cream too. Very good, very good. Thank you. Please come. Ah, very good.
Hello.
Hello.
Um, my English is not very good, very good
Okay.
because I'm from Portugal.
Uh,
Okay.
it's good enough
So
for me. I wish my
I'll try.
Portuguese was as good as your English.
Okay, thank you. Okay, how should I start? Okay, I start from awakening process that appeared more or less in '98
Yes.
through with someone that pick up in my life and teach me a pranayama technique.
Ah.
And during 15 days I practiced that, and I felt inside of my heart what you are speaking,
Yes.
and that changed for complete my life. At that time my baptism name was Sergio War, and I feel so many peace inside my heart. I went to my father and I told him I cannot have this name again, because what I feel inside of me is not war, is peace and love. I have to change the name. So some problem starts because some problem starts inside of me, my mind. I think that I use the expression that you already hear from you, that I think I opened the champagne too early, and then my mind came and catch me my attention about the people that surround me. My parents didn't understood. My friends came to me and told me, "Hi Sergio, how are you?" And I tell him, "Sergio is not here, and if you find you around, tell him that he's not needed here, because what I find inside, it's much more beauty." And they look like he's crazy or
Of
what.
course. What are you saying?
So I start to have some problems around me.
Of course.
Okay. and and I think I still have, and that level of awareness,
Yes,
let's say,
yes.
or not awareness, sleeping state. So what I found was inside of me, between from that time till now, was like a waving. Sometime I was there, sometime I'm not there. Sometime I was there, sometime I'm not there. What I observed, what I was looking inside of me last days before I met you through internet,
Yes.
was one of the first thing that the mind catch me was the fear of rejection.
Yes.
Okay. And I think that I only find you after I have I don't know, maybe it's my mind to tell me that. I think that I only find you after I have small test in that thing of fear of rejection. I have something that I have to do to follow the true, and I don't care about my self-image. So I feel that I have to follow the true and to say the true, and I just don't care. And I feel all of the fear of the rejection inside my body, boom, 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 boom. But I have to go away, and I don't know. Some days after that, you appear in my internet, and I'm very, very, very happy to be here.
Yeah.
And why I want to come here? What is my question for you? Is I want what I find, and what I think, what I know is inside of my heart, inside of all of hearts here, inside this place where I stay, when I arrive here, I felt this inside my heart.
Yes.
What I want is just a word or a sentence that I can have all of this forever, not going on the wave.
Yes.
Something inside of me is tired of the wave,
Yeah.
of to be in the wave, to be there and not to be there.
Gotcha. Gotcha. It's good. This is good. If you want to be free of these waves, you must come out of that ocean. isn't it? If you want to be free of those waves, you must come out of that ocean of the the personal self also, because it is still there. It's where the trouble come. Is something has crossed over. It's like there's a snake in the room, and we want him out. And now we open the door, and we are kind of like this, and his head is outside, but the tail is still in the room. You see? So we are already start going, the snake is out. The snake, no, he's not out yet. He's out when we close the door. Then he's out. And something has happened for you. Something profound has happened, and you naturally, in the first part, the impact is very very powerful, and the words you say, of course, they were true up to a point, but the when you said they were premature in some way, or opening the champagne too early, is in a way it would have been better just to keep quiet. It's okay, because when this stage comes to us, we are in a little stage of madness, really, and you have to be a little mad to be free. Actually, you cannot just be. Something has to, be willing to let go, and to go through spaces that are not in your culture, not in your thinking, and so on. Something pulls you more deeply. So, but I mean, of course, saying to people, no, if you see Sergio, tell him not. I mean, that was a bit cocky, but but it's perfectly understandable, and we say like this. But that's not a big problem. Not a problem there. It is natural in what you describe. Many people have similar experiences where, for a while, their lives seem to be just unfolding like magically. They're not pushing anything. They're not doing anything particularly. They more feel that they're an audience or a passenger in their own existence. They're just looking at it unfolding, and there's a sweet joy about it. And then, you see, I said one time, we're gonna make a book called "And Then." And then, many people go, it was like this and like this, what you describe, and then. I says, I want to see what was your and then moment, because always says, and then the mind came again. The mind came in. The feeling was I'd lost something, which are thoughts also, the activity of mind, and it is not a bad thing, because it's come to somehow expose what still remains inside. There's still a duality within, and so the mind is still coming. And there's a feeling like we have transcended it, it's finished. But it comes and goes, no, it's not. And no, it's not. I'm here. And I think, no, I want to get rid of the mind, because if you go, I'll just be in this place again. But now that was only a taste. And now you have to go into that which is beyond taste. Something is there. Don't swim in the same ocean. The mind is going to keep saying many things, because the sense of the person is still there, and the mind is speaking with the sense you have of who you are, not with your original being yet. The original you have not fully grasped yet. What you have grasped is the perfume of it. You have had the smell of the perfume, the joy, and the expansiveness, and the sweetness, and the peace, all of this. This I call the fragrance, or the perfume, that arises from the flower that no one can find. You have to be this flower nobody can find, you see. And it is there. When I say no one can find it, because there's no duality there. It is it's closer than intimacy. Close is not the word for it, because there's no distance at all there. You see, how to get there? Well, the question is wrong. Follow this. You asked, naturally speaking, but how do I get to that? You asked, in fact, give me a word, you see, that somehow can help me to be in that place beyond the duality of the mind, isn't it? And it's the right question you're asking in a way. But I said the question is wrong. Why? The questioner is actually illusory. Not an easy one to understand, this one. Because we still believe The world, our life, what has happened in our life, at one point you can say, actually, no, it's just like a dream. It's just like a dream. It's like, it's not real, it's just what I imagine, you see. And I says, who are you who imagines, even? Who are you who imagine? It's not the body, it's not the pure self. Who is the one imagining? It's not just the mind. It's not just the mind. Mind has no power without you. It's like one hand clapping. It can't happen. It has to meet the identity, then it can clap or something. It's a partnership. Identity is formed out of your own being. Something comes and identifies with the body, and then you have the sense, I am this person. Behind the person, you still are. You are the one who witnesses the person. But because energy has gone into the personal identity, you're not aware that you are also have the power to look at the identity, and if you can see the identity, it cannot be real. The one who is seeing it is more real. This is what has to happen. And everything you can see, such is the power of your being. You can see your personality, you can see your memory, you can watch the play of your intellect, you can perceive through your senses, you can see the interpretation of the senses through the mind. You can see the most subtle things, like some things are so subtle, there's no words for them, still you perceive them. Space you can perceive, you know how subtle space is, but you can perceive space, therefore you are subtler than space. Who can you be? What can you be? Who is even able to perceive not only the visible, but the indivisible and the invisible? How do you perceive space? Who are you? What are you? What is your shape? What is your weight? What is your size? What is your religion? That which perceives everything. What are the colors? What are the color of your eyes? That which sees everything. That which sees even seeing. That which sees even the interpretation of what you see. It is just there. Can it be seen? Can that also be seen? Can yourself be seen? All things are perceived, but the perceiver, the ultimate perceiving core, is there anything there that can be seen? It can be experienced. The seeing or the non-seeing is also seen. What will you do with these words now? You want to find that which itself is beyond change. Where you feel that there's a distance between yourself and that. How much distance? How much distance? How many meters? How many centimeters?
Before I come, the idea of that question was 2% missing.
2% missing. 2% is a thought.
I know.
2% is also thought, being perceived also. 1% is a thought. No percent is also a thought. I know this totally. How totally? 100%. I will look at you and I said, that is also thought. That is also thought. And how will I know? How will it be known? When you have moved beyond thought. When you're back in your own self. Something changes in you. Like the way that thing changed. I can't say. I can't paint the features of it. But itself, it has no quality. It is more beautiful. It's not even beautiful. It's not even beautiful. It's not ugly. There's no qualities there. Then who will search for that which has no quality? A rare one will search for that which is beyond quality. Everybody wants quality because everyone wants a taste. There's a saying, I want to taste the honey. I don't want to be honey. I want to taste the honey. I don't want to be the honey. Everybody wants a taste. But who can go beyond the taste? Even going beyond you don't have to do because there's no distance to travel. Just that light of understanding must happen in you when you see. When you see. You may laugh, maybe you don't laugh, but you may cry. I don't know. You may not be able to say anything at all. It sent you a taste. It put a taste inside your being. And that taste brought you here. Now it says, go beyond now the taste. You smell the perfume. It says, here's my perfume. Use it and find me.
I had the feeling inside of me when I came traveling, because I live 300 kilometers from here, and I listened the story of the king that you told, and I think that my cleaning boy, instead of is cleaning the holy temple, is somewhere cleaning the horses or the jacuzzi, because the people that I'm attached, instead of they are on the holy temple, they are there, and I'm there with them, trying to cleaning everything, so that I'm waiting for that to come to the holy temple, and I think that was a mistake.
Yes. Let it be was.
Was.
Yeah. I think that was a mistake. That was, no. Don't make any more mistake like that one, no. You had to do this mistake also. Because something inside you, maybe you love the people you care for or something. So you say, maybe I go with them and try and stay there for a bit. Then that didn't work. That didn't work. No, you must do something, not for you personally, but because something inside compels you to find, to go beyond. Everything that this world can give you, it cannot give you that. Yeah. Then you must, for one moment, you leave everything for a moment, including your ideas of, even the ideas of what I want and what needs to happen. Leave everything for a moment. I want to meet someone like that, and you look like you're good for that. To leave everything now. Very good. Where are you going? You have to leave everything now. You have to do it. It's not homework.
I didn't
Now you
understand.
have to, yes, leave everything, just somehow leave everything until you just come to this leave everything now, you see. It's not something you'll do by effort. No. Somehow you find a place where anything you can see or remember, you can just leave aside now, leave everything aside. Quickly you can do this. Whatever you can remember, I used to do this experience, leave everything aside. So just be completely empty of any intention or anything you're saving up, anything that's precious for a moment, so that there's only yourself left, which is effortless. It doesn't need too much force or something. I gave this example before and we're saying that it works very well. We're all together in a room here and we are on the 30th floor. The floors keep going up. Last week it was 25 floors. Now we're on the 30th floor now, and all the different levels underneath are on fire. They're burning the building, and you can't jump out of the building. Well, you can, but there's one lift still working, escalator working. It's coming up, and it can only take one person at a time. And the only way that the door will open for you is if you can leave your mind, leave everything, and be completely empty. Then open, you get down, and all the way down, and you must not think. If you think, it stops. And the building is on fire, and there's a lot of people waiting, and it's your turn, and you're in front of the door. Will you make it out of this building? Hold nothing in your mind. Will you make it, you see? Don't I think I will not that no. It's your turn. In. Huh? Better you jump. You will you? You can jump. The window is there. 30 floors, concrete underneath. Lift. Shh. Out. Next. Have a bit of faith in yourself. Will you make it, you see? And the next person waiting is behind you tapping. Will you make it? Meaning any thought can knock, but you don't engage with them. You cannot say thought cannot arise. They may arise, but you are not aroused. And don't engage. Stay in neutrality. So you leave everything like that. Leave everything like this. And when you have done it, then you will be qualified to say something from there. Only someone who has emptied out everything, emptied out. Then I want to hear from that one. What words will you speak from there now? Who are you there? You know it very well, actually. I want someone to be there, and then I want to ask you one question when you're there. If you don't go there, I can't ask the question. Leave everything, even your own self-image, who you are, what you have done, all these things. No, no, we don't want. The elevator doesn't want any of these things. The building is on fire. Sometimes only when you're in a situation of the highest intensity, then you will not be able to think. Because thinking needs a bit of time, a bit of space. When you're in highest moment, your mind will stop. Now it's thinking, what should I do? Can I do it or can I not do it? But when your genes are on fire, you will not think. Sometimes intense exercises like this has to be there to provoke, to touch a depth in you that ordinarily you will not go. Because you're not required to go when you're in life. You can stay on the surface in some superficial layer of being. You don't have to go very deep. Nobody wants it from you. You don't need it for a job. You don't need it to be married. You don't need it to have children. You don't need it for anything at all. Nobody requires you to be deep. In fact, the lighter you are, the more stupid you are, the more people will say, "Welcome, come and work for me," because they can treat you like a donkey, and you'll be quite. Thank you very much. Hmm? This is in you, see, and this is you. This we must know. Then you can play in the kingdom of the dynamic being, which is also this, but not as a prisoner. It will be very different. You may move in the field of dreams, but you'll be awake. Otherwise, what's the point of a fish asking a bird about the sky? What's it like to fly? Oh, forget it, you won't know. Can't tell you that. At least become a flying fish, okay? Then maybe you might know something. Hmm? Why I can speak with you? Because it is totally possible what we're speaking. It may seem impossible, but it is totally possible. It's even more in you than possible. All that is possible is the seeing of it, the recognition of it must take place. But you cannot create it, you cannot make it better. It's perfect. You're perfect as that. And then this question will not trouble you. How can I stay in that place? You will not be able to speak the words like that. And it has sent some grace to your dynamic self to say, yes, you must come home. You see? So this is why you're having this trouble a bit. In a way, I can't keep my mind. I don't want to go in what is coming and going. Enough of this now. Yeah. I've been telling them you have to be the cow that jump over the moon. In England, we have a nursery rhyme, a child's thing. Yeah. How do you start? Hey, diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jump over the moon. You have to be the cow that jump over the moon. Look how fat the cow is. Huh? And the heaviest tits in the world. How is it gonna jump over a moon? You have to be the cow jump over the moon. But you cannot do it with strength. This cow cannot do it with strength. Yeah? Backflip? What is the other way? The other. Okay, let's not go that direction now. Uh, it means that you have to do that which seems impossible to your mind, but is no effort to your being. You have to be the being. You cannot do it with the muscle. It's no use the cow lifting weights. It will never do it. And you're going to do it, in fact. You have to do it. But if you use your mind, you will say, but it's impossible. Why he asked me to do that? I can't do it. Then you will reject the realm of impossibility, because you have to be, then you start to think you're a cow. No, you cannot be a cow. This is not a regular cow. So by the laws of physics, I can't do it. I'm having a little fun now. How are you how are you going to do? First we know it is totally possible. First we know it is totally possible. And it's far easier than easy. But just a change in perspective. You're looking from the position of the person and from the one that has memory and identity. And I'm showing you that the one who has memory and identity and the person, these are phenomenal. They can be seen. So they cannot be the ultimate. Who is seeing them? You. But you as what now is seeing them? Not personality. One moment is going to make perfect sense, and in that perfect sense, it will drop in. We have in my town, I went one time to a charity shop, and they had a kind of a shape of something like this, a shape like egg cup, and it had a glass thing, and they want you to put your money in, and when you put the money in, the money goes around like this. You put £1 or €1, it goes like this, and it goes, and there's a small hole. Then it goes very fast, and then before it can go to the hole, it stops. Then it can go through. You see, first the whole thing is designed to go around. Woo, 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 woo. It's going down and down. Then it goes, ooh, and it trembles like, and, and then it just can't anymore. It stops, and then it drops in. And children, they love it, and me too. I put and something has to stop like that, and then in that stopping, no effort. Yeah, in the realm of play, somehow it seemed like this. It is already there. What you are searching for is already there. But the searcher must become not the finder so much, because when you're a finder for a moment, and then also the finder vanishes. I wonder if you're still with me. We're on the same page. Very good. In one way, it would seem like all my life I've spent so much, wasted so much energy, all these things. But still, you had to do it. It had to happen. You see? Almost, if you look at it just from the actions, like no part of it makes total sense by itself. But with hindsight, you look, and somehow you say, yes, if this didn't happen, this would not have happened. But with foresight, you don't have. So you cannot project a life and think it's going to happen like that. Unless the only way it can happen like that is to happen in your head. Very good. Okay. I'll leave you like this for a moment. Let's see what happened. Yes. You'll come again when you get it. Yes, yes. Or until you get it. Very good. Very good. You know, it's 20 past. For me, it makes no difference. I'm just telling you. It's now 2 hours and 20 minutes we're sitting here. You want more? You want to come? You have to come.
I'm in a moment
Yes.
in my life that I can feel the door open.
Yes.
I can feel the grace,
Yeah.
and I know it's so easy. But at the same time, duality is still illusion myself in a beat, in that strong beating,
Mm-hmm.
in a resistance that I have no name for that.
Mm.
And I hear like, just let it be, let it go, let it go. But I let it go. And when I think how I let it go, I catch it more.
You catch it.
The resistance catch me more.
I see.
See, because I stay in the question, how I let it go, and I'm giving attention,
Yes.
and it's catching me more. You don't know how to let me go.
Yes.
Like that, playing with me.
Yes.
But I know it's just let you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I stay in that game.
Yes. But you can also let go of letting go.
Hmm?
Because you want to let go, and then you want to let go, you can't let go. So let go of letting go,
Mm-hmm.
isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The same thing. Let it be. Let it be. So I can't let go. Okay.
And then comes the situations,
Yeah.
and come the people to show me the mirror of the resistance in me,
Yes.
beating, making my buttons being pushed.
Yes.
No, and I can see all that happening, but the resistance
Mm.
don't go.
Mm.
Like
You
as
must
you
question
said,
the reality of the one who is getting the beating.
yes,
Yeah. Because here a tremendous amount of energetic investment is there in the person. Something wants to be the person. Like you have a commitment, a loyalty to an identity that keeps you in the notion of being a person. And life is beating. Why?
and it's like I still choose the
Huh?
situations, and it's like I still choose the situations coming to.
Yes, yes. The foolish person is still choosing. You see, but there's something there that is not the person.
And when I feel that, I release, and
Mm.
the grace comes.
Yes,
I can joy,
yes,
and I, no,
yes,
but then something come
yes,
beat me again, and I expect. Oh, I thought it was gone, but still here.
yes. You find out who is thinking it was gone and still here. You have to stay with that. It's called the trick of the eye. Who is still? I thought it was gone, but it's still here. These are thoughts, but they're not just the regular thoughts. These are thoughts arising from the I thought, the thought I. I call it now the I thought. Yeah, personality, identity. Because where there is identity, there is an I entity sense operating there that is a real me. And it is unquestioned for most of the life. Your name is Susan, all life Susan. I'm like this, I'm like that, I'm like this, I'm like that. So this now I am pointing to something which says yes, 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 yes. Yeah, we know all of that and all of that. But you are still holding Susan, and Susan is the memory of all these things that cannot forget itself.
And then, if you attract a relation, for example, for
Yeah.
your life, a
Yeah.
person that is always pushing the buttons, you
Yes.
know, what is the wise response to that?
Well, it
Because
depends.
I
If the
feel
buttons that are being
stay.
pressed, it depends two things. One, if the buttons that are being pressed are really genuinely points that you need to see. Because sometimes if you have a romantic or an intimate relationship, it is different from other relationships because it presses buttons that other relationships can't press. Not even your parents can press those buttons, okay? But romantic, they press some button, then you see the bits that's still left, the bits that, here I won't give up, I can't give up.
And I know if I run away, it will be worse. It's like that, no? But if I stay, it's
No.
like we can grow. We are growing with that because we are seeing. But
Yeah.
sometimes it's hard.
Yeah.
And we are growing together with that.
When you
but
choose
it's like sometimes like
your
I need to.
total, use the relationship to find your total non-relationship. Use a relationship first to find that which is before any relationship inside, and be completely aware and alert to that truth. And you'll find that your relationship won't trouble you, or you will know enough out. You'll have the power. You'll have a power you're not yet using. You see, now you're a needy. You see, I don't know. I don't know. I am going. You go down the road. Oh, I can't. I gotta go back. You know. You see, you don't have the power like that. So use this. Sometimes the suffering helps you, almost to get to a place where it becomes intolerable. Then like this. And I remember
Actually,
one.
we are separated but still living together. As
You're separate but still living together.
Yes, like in a process of
Yeah.
just releasing in
I met one lady.
a peaceful way,
Yeah.
just don't go angry or just
Yeah.
don't go away,
Yeah, yeah. This is all the ways of the mind, in a way. Once you are again clear, then you will not have these type of dualities in you. It will be very clear for you more what is right. And I remember one lady, she came and she asked this question. She asked a question like this: how do I know when my no is no and my yes is really yes? I said, but you should not be asking this type of question now. The only way you can be asking a question like this is if somehow you seem to want to know something, but there's something that you're not prepared to sacrifice. You're holding on to something and you're saying yes and no, maybe, and so on, and I will do what I need to do, but the bottom line is at any cost I'm not letting go of this. You see? At whatever happens, I'm not letting go of this. It's hurting. I'm not letting go. And as we spoke this, she burst out into a sort of like involuntary kind of a seeing like that. I would not want to waste time to tell you try this technique, try that technique, because it will still keep you in the state of identity. I have to tell you, no, you're aware of the one who is doing this. You're aware of the self that seems to be making a choice or seems to be not making a choice, seems to be avoiding, seems to want to be strong, and then after a while, fall back into this character, which is itself very unstable, must be recognized to be a phenomenon. And when it is recognized, but that's not real, it's just a belief is coming from the real self and forming this identity that it onto the I am itself. The I am is okay. The I am feeling is the life.
I know
life
what I
is
don't
here.
want to sacrifice in this moment, but I know it's an illusion. And there's nothing to do with persons.
Yeah.
It's with Mother Nature.
Is what?
With Mother Nature.
Mother Nature. What you mean? You don't want to sacrifice Mother Nature? What?
No, the idea of that I need to be close to nature.
Yes. All is nature. All is nature. Living in a city, concrete jungle, you're in nature. If your mind is...
That's what my mind needs to understand, I think.
Yes.
The most deep profound in me.
Yes.
That I need to
understand. It is the concept of nature.
Yes.
This is nature. This is nature. All of it came from this earth. All nature. Mother Nature. If you do this, your mind will go to a much larger space, an all-encompassing space. Otherwise, you live in little pockets of water here and there. You have to go anywhere you have to go. You have to find a little well, little frog pond to be in, because that is your concept. And your concept has to be fed. So throw them all out. Then wherever you go, you'll find nice drinking water. Somebody will come, would you like a glass of water? No, have you seen a pond around here? No, you will just drink. And you find people who know you, feel you, because you're open to life. The Supreme is not afraid of any concept. It's earlier than every concept. You see. Yes. Very good. Very good. Very good. Oh, come, please come. Very great. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, okay, for today. Thank you, thank you. Very good, very good. We have some music today. I want to hear us also. Our bladders are holding up today, all right. We're okay. Soon we go and out. Come, step over. Come. And, this one needs more space. This cable, where no, Soham's cable need a bit of space. That's it. Okay.
Bargo devasya dimahi dio yona prachodaya om burbuva svaha tatsavitur varenia Bargo devasya dimahi dio yona prachodaya om burbuva svaha tatsavitur varenia Bargo devasya dimahi dio yona prachodaya om burbuva svaha Tat savitur varenia Vargo devasya dimahi Dio yonna prachodayat Makanda mandalakaram Vyaptamena characharam Tat padam darshitam yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Om Makanda mandalakaram Vyaptamena characharam Tat padam darshitam yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Om Bhurbhuva Svaha Tat savitur varenia Bargo devasya dimahi Dio yonna prachodayat Om Bhurbhuva Svaha Tat savitur varenia Bargo devasya dimahi Dio yonna prachodayat